Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on SOFI just 6 days ago when the price of this asset was at $7.89, and my main assumption was that we have to land lower at the range of about $7.5 mark, and I drew this green rectangle, in order to show you the potential range where we might land. And here is the actual price action for this asset. We were at this spot somewhere at this point, and here is this green rectangle. As you can see, if I make it a little bit longer, we are exactly inside this formation, and we have very good reaction in this range. So this is another evidence that technical analysis works perfectly well. And if you want to know more about tips and tricks of technical analysis, and if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and feel free to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically improve your trading skills. And on top of that, for the first 100 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis on any asset based on your request. So I think it is quite fair deal.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And let's start with the price action. So first of all, why we have this quite significant movement to the downside? From the beginning of this year, this asset lost, let me show it to you, it lost about 29% of its value, and to the lowest point it lost about 31% of its value. Guys, I have to admit that this movement to the downside was predictable, because we had a quite significant movement right at the end of last year. From the range of about $6.38, this asset went higher for 61%, and definitely we had to have the relief. And this relief happens, and I have to say that yesterday's trading session was the date of options expiration, and we have the majority of options from put side and from call side at the range of $7.5. And guys, we closed exactly almost to the tick in this range. This means the majority of options expired worthless. And in my opinion, it is quite suspicious, but we have to let SEC to find out the potential illegal activity. So, and what should we expect next from the technical standpoint, I will show you in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, if you take a look on the Google search results, if you type in Google search bar SOFI stock and switch to news tab folder, you can see that we don't have any recent news that is directly related to this stock. The most recent one was published just 1 week ago, and with the lack of news, definitely we have the additional bearish pressure on any asset. And let me show you right here that the main catalyst that basically appeared just a couple of days ago is this. First of all, let me show you right here. Mizuho analytic firm lowered the price target of SOFI, but they remain the same rating, buy, and they lowered the price from $15 to $12 mark, which is still more than 64% of upside potential. And let me remind you that the consensus analyst price target for SOFI is $8.68, which is about 15.8% of upside potential. And let me show you some details in regards to this update. So, Dan Dolev, a prominent bull of the company, lowered the price target from $15 to $12. And he said, "Our analysis of SOFI's balance sheet shows ample capacity to originate personal and student loans for 5 to 6 quarters even without selling loans. Dolev also estimated that the company will be able to add between $750 and $800 million of incremental lending capacity for each $100 million of GAAP net income it generates." And guys, the main upcoming catalyst for SOFI is the earnings report that will take place on Monday, January 29th, right before the trading hours. And this earnings report should disclose the profitability, GAAP profitability of SOFI stock, And when it happens, definitely it will be a huge catalyst for SOFI. And because of this, we might see the movement to the upside for the entire week, the entire upcoming week. And on top of that, let me show you some details from the list of institutional investors. We don't have any major firings that was made just recently. We have some rebalancing of position of certain companies, but not so important on the grand scheme of thing. But if you take a look right here on this chart, you can see that it is an institutional ownership of SOFI stock, and we have the highest number of shares owned by institutional investors in December of 2023 compared to the entire year. And this means that SOFI is quite popular among institutional investors, and they are cautiously add to their position despite quite undecisive movement. As you can see, this black line shows the price of SOFI stock, and we have quite long consolidation phase in a relatively tight range in between $5 and $10, somewhere at this range. And guys, let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, the upcoming week, in my opinion, might be quite bullish for SOFI, because during this movement to the downside for the 3 weeks in a row, we don't have any major retracements except this consolidation phase in between $8.16 and $8.60 marks. And the next leg and this consolidation phase also shows the potential range of support for this asset. And I have to say that this line that I drew by connecting, let me zoom out to, let's say, 2 hours time frame, that I drew by connecting these several bottoms, let me adjust it a little bit, this bottom and this bottom is the potential range of support, as well as this yellow line where we have the range of support at around $7.14. And the $7 mark is also a round number by itself, might act as the range of support. This means we are nearing this crucial point, and potentially by the end of next week, we might see some kind of bounce to the upside. And in worst case scenario, in my opinion, we might have, let me pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top, from the swing high to swing low. We might land, as you can see, we have a strong confluence range of $8 mark. And if it is the case from the lowest point of its price action, I'm sorry, I hit wrong button. From this point, we might have up to 10% of upside movement, and in best case scenario, we might hit even 0.382. And guys, this measurement works as long as this pivot holds. Because if we break this range to the upside in upcoming, in the beginning of upcoming week, because I still stand on my position that at least the ending part of next week will be bullish. If this asset breaks this range, we have to adjust this tool a little bit. But so far we have these results, and I think it is a decent opportunity to gain at least from 10 to 16% with the swing trade on SOFI. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys until next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.